So yeah.
Holy shit.
Got that on What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is Logan Turner Fitness here. Today we're going to be hitting a pull workout, and I'm going to take you guys through the whole thing, give you guys some tips, and it is my second to last pull workout of phase 3. So next week I am going back into phase 1, which is a strength phase, and I'm extremely excited about it. So right now it is 6:26 and I'm about to get off work here soon and start working out. We got a special guest here today. We aren't lifting together. He's just gonna be my videographer. I'm just kidding, but we're gonna do a little pre-workout swap here. So this is right here is the Legion Pulse Fruit Punch, and the ingredients in this one are pretty legit. So 2 scoops is a serving size. It has 8 grams of citrulline malate. So anytime I'm looking for a pre-workout, I want anything with above 6 grams of citrulline malate. What citrulline malate does is studies show that it increases blood flow and the pump therefore. And then the beta alanine, everybody knows beta alanine is one of the most studied pre-workout supplements that you can take as well. There's 3.6 grams in here. I look for anything above 3 grams in my pre-workouts. And then obviously caffeine's, the other important ingredient that you want in your pre-workout, and this one has 350 milligrams. Excited to give this a try. I'm not a biggest fan of fruit punch flavored, but that's what he has. I'm giving him 2 scoops of my CG, and I just ordered, actually today, the Red Berry Sour Patch Kids Ghost just came in. Have not opened that yet because I still have some of the Koala Freak Apple, and then obviously that Ghost right there. So I'm gonna let him give you guys his review of this, and then I'm gonna give my review of this right here. Give you guys a taste test. Obviously I won't know the effects of it until I start working out and get a pump. Doesn't taste bad. It's not my favorite, but it doesn't taste bad. I take a pre-workout not because it tastes good, but because I want it to work. So we'll see if it works. So he's about to give the CG Lemon Lime a taste. What do you got to say, bro? Shit tastes good. The verdict is in, guys. The shit tastes good. So now I'm gonna get warmed up and I'm gonna start lifting, and then I'm gonna start ripping some back off the bone, and I'm gonna rip some biceps off the bone. And I'm also gonna train abs today, because I know I told you guys last video I'm gonna start getting back on my shit, and I've tracked my macros the last 3 days, which is probably about the longest streak I have of hitting my macros in the last 2 months. So 3 days is not very impressive. Let's try and make it a whole week. See what happens. No guarantees. Once you see the headband and the headphones go on, you know it's time to go. So what I'm gonna start doing a little bit differently is on most back days, I'm gonna start off with some pull-ups on the assisted machine. So I'm gonna hopefully do about 5 sets of 10 reps. So 50 pull-ups before every single back workout. Now, on Wednesdays when I do heavy deadlifts or have pull-ups programmed into the program, I'm not gonna be doing that. But when I'm focusing on a pump and activating the lats, I'm gonna try something new and start doing some assisted pull-ups, get that blood in that lats. I'm gonna just include this in my warm-up phase of the workout, but what you're gonna see me do is something different as well. Is on the back movement, I'm gonna make a gun with my hand. It's gonna help me activate my lats a little bit more. I've been trying this recently because I watched a YouTube video of Seth Feroce, and he said, you make guns with your hands, you're gonna feel it in your back. So that actually worked really well. I have an absolutely sickening back pump already. Using the guns in my hands definitely is a cue that I think you guys could benefit from. So give it a try next time you train back if you have trouble activating your lats. So what I'm gonna do next, moving on to the actual programmed workout. Start off today with a barbell row, and I'm gonna go overhand. And when I go overhand, I like to target upper back. When I go underhand, I target lower lat. With an overhand grip, I'm gonna pull towards my sternum to target that upper back. With an underhand grip, I'm gonna pull more towards my belly button to work on the lat. 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps, barbell rows to start off the programmed workout. You guys might be wondering where I grip the bar. So what I do is I put the crease right in my thumb, right on the knurling here, and then I do a monkey grip. Now if I try to do the gun, doing heavy-ish rows, I'm not gonna be able to hold onto the weight, so I'm just gonna go with the monkey grip, or my thumbs over the bar, focus on pulling through my elbows, squeezing with my back. Like I said, I put my grips usually a little bit outside of shoulder width when I go overhand, and then it's right at shoulder width when I decide to go underhand. Using those pull-ups before doing anything else, I established a really good muscle mind connection. I felt those rows very well, and now I'm gonna go into something that's gonna be easier to feel because we're gonna be using a chest support. Can't use as much momentum. We're gonna be doing a chest supported T-bar row here. 4 sets, 15 to 20 reps. So on these, I'm also focusing on hitting my upper back just because I feel like my upper back is a weakness of mine. I set my body up on this machine so that I'm pulling to my sternum just like last time. It's gonna help you isolate your upper back a little bit more than isolate your lats. So that's why I'm doing that. So moving on to the last back exercise, we're gonna work on lats. The first two exercises were more upper back dominant, like I said. Still work your whole back in all of them, but it is gonna target your back a little bit differently, switching up your grips and where you're pulling to. I'm gonna do some underhand pull downs, 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps, and then I'm gonna do a 4th set with the drop set, as many reps as possible, like I explained in previous videos. So like I said, I'm gonna be targeting more lats right now with the underhand pull down. Now for grip wise, I'm gonna do the guns again, use the guns, focus on targeting the lats, and I'm gonna pull straight down, pulling through my elbows, more towards my hips, keeping the bar in front of me. Now as far as grip placement goes, I'm gonna go a little bit inside of shoulder width, just because me personally, I feel that a little bit more. Now with the underhand grip, you're supinating your biceps. So you're supinating your hands at least, and that's gonna activate your biceps a little bit more. But try as hard as you can to just use your back. It is gonna activate your lats, your lower lats, having a supinated grip. I don't really talk about this a lot, but it is very important to switch up your grip and use different grips because there's a lot of little tiny muscles in your back, and every time you hit something differently, it's probably gonna be a new stimulus and it's gonna spark some new growth. Now, I'm not saying you should switch it up all the time, but it isn't good to stay married to one training modality forever. So do switch things up every now and then. Moving on now to traps, we're gonna be doing dumbbell shrugs. Now I do choose to strap up whenever I do dumbbell shrugs because my straps are a hell of a lot stronger than my grip is. So I decided to use straps. Now I'm not really against using straps, but I prefer not to use them unless they're needed. So like on my deadlifts, I don't use straps unless they are RDLs because I've talked about it before. I already train with an imbalance because I do one hand under, so it's gonna train each side differently when I do my conventional deads. So when I decide to do RDLs for hamstrings, fucking hater. So when I do RDLs for hamstrings, I don't wanna be training that lat imbalance as well. So I decided to use straps. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of straps. They're okay to use sometimes. I wouldn't be stuck using them. You can't grip the weight, shouldn't be using it. The reason I do shrugs on back day is because the majority of your traps are on the back side of your body. A lot of people's traps stick up right here. Mine, unfortunately, do not. So I do need to train them more according to Coach Colton Henry. He told me I need to train my traps. So this one's for you, bro. Moving on to the best part of the workout because everybody likes training biceps. If you don't like training biceps, you're probably not a guy. Bicep time. We're gonna start off with barbell curls. Go 4 sets, 15 to 20 reps. Like everything on this workout I haven't mentioned yet is 30 to 60 seconds in between sets. So we're going for a pump. We're gonna get a nasty bicep pump. And when I do biceps, I try and keep my form as strict as possible for the majority of the set. So if I'm doing 15 to 20 reps, I'm gonna try and get 12 clean reps. And then if I have to cheat to get the remaining 3 to 8 reps, then I'm gonna do it. As far as grip goes, find something that's comfortable, but I like going just inside or outside of shoulder width, maybe even at shoulder width. Doesn't really matter that much for bicep curls. Last movement of the workout coming up, we're gonna be doing dumbbell incline curls, 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps. Now, you're not gonna go very heavy if you're doing these right. Focus on letting your elbow hang behind you and don't let your elbow move. Focus on using that bicep. This is how you're gonna work the bicep in the fully lengthened position. So it's gonna be a full stretch every single time at the bottom of the rep. We're gonna go both arms at the same time. Like I said, 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps. 4th set is gonna be a drop set. So the 10 to 15 AMRAP, 6 to 10 AMRAP, 6 to 10 AMRAP. Bro, what you got to say?
Pre-workout gave me a pretty good pump. Felt strong for like the first 30 minutes of the workout, and I died off.
It's good shit, right?
Tastes good. Doesn't last very long.
Like him in bed. Ha! Boom! Roasted. Got him. He doesn't even know what to say. Anyways, I thought Legion did pretty well at a sick pump. I am a caffeine fiend, so I don't really ever feel the caffeine anymore because my caffeine tolerance is probably above a gram a day. Probably should wean myself off for a while, but other than that, it was a damn good workout. After I got done with the biceps, I really didn't want to fucking be in the gym anymore. I'm supposed to do abs, and we barely did abs. We did a little bit of abs, probably like 3 sets of cable crunches. I did like 1 set of reverse crunches and said, fuck this. So yeah.
Holy shit.
Got that on camera, bro.
Got that?
High speed chase. Well then.
He's like a double scoop of Mr. Hyde.
That's about 700 fucking milligrams of caffeine. Next week I'll be in the same phase as this guy. We're running the same program. We'll probably be getting workouts in together in Bellevue, maybe here. Definitely not in Iron Core. So
Bellevue.
Probably Bellevue.
And maybe Iron Core.
No, definitely not Iron Core.
Possibly Iron Core.
Definitely not Iron Core. But anyways, nah.
For a strength phase.
Iron Core sucks. This camera's about to die, so give that back workout a try. If you guys want some fucking gains, if you're going for a sick pump, high reps, low rest period is gonna give you the pump. Like I said, give you guys some tips. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up because if you guys leave a thumbs up, Eliah is gonna get gains. If you don't, he's gonna stay small forever like he is now.
Give it a thumbs up.
All right, now smack the camera. See ya.